be given by Commissioner Winters. Pledge of Allegiance by Commissioner Josh Rogers. Please stand.
Shall we pray? Father, we thank you that we can come together tonight to do the people's business, public. Thank you for this community and what it stands for. We thank you that we could go through this past weekend celebrating the joyous truth that you raised from the dead. Because you were raised from the dead, we can come boldly before the throne of grace. Receive that you can give us in our lives that we need. We pray that you bless this meeting. You bless this city and county. We may live the life out in front of people. It is more important to live a life in front of you. We ask that you bless this meeting tonight. In Christ's name, amen. Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. We'll now go to the roll call. Please call the roll.
Here.
Here. Here.
Here. Here.
Here.
Here.
Here. Here.
Here.
Here.
Here.
Here.
Thank you. I'd like to entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes, please.
Second.
Commissioner Thompson, second by Commissioner Goins. Any discussion? No discussion. Call the roll, please.
Mason.
Yes.
Ledford.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Winters.
Yes.
Beatty.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry.
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
It's 14 in favor and none opposed.
Thank you. We'll now move along to the report from the county mayor. Mayor Davis, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good evening, everyone. I've got 3 or 4 things for you this evening. First of all, I'm sure everyone knows by now, but Mike Guerin has announced his resignation as director of Bradley County EMS. And I want to publicly extend my sincere thanks to Mike for the dedicated service to Bradley County. His leadership and contributions have been invaluable, and we do all wish him the best in his future endeavors. Today, I'm announcing that Adam Lewis will be stepping into the role of interim director of Bradley County EMS. Adam brings a wealth of management and administrative experience to this position, having served effectively as my assistant as well as in the private sector. His proven leadership abilities and commitment to excellence make him an ideal candidate to lead EMS during this transition period. I have full confidence in his ability to oversee the day-to-day operations of Bradley County EMS, working alongside the 4 commanders that are over each day's daily operations, and he will ensure the continued delivery of high-quality emergency medical services to our community. And we have begun a search, if anyone knows of anyone, but we have begun a search for a permanent director of EMS, hopefully in the near future. Sort of on that same note, we do have a new medical director for the ambulance service also. Keeping in mind the medical director and the commanders actually run the day-to-day operations of the EMS service, putting the protocols in place that they go by on a daily basis. Dr. Jerry Devane has held that position for a long time, and he retired from both the ER and from the director at the ambulance service, but he has agreed to come back from his retirement to provide the medical director duties there. So he'll be working with commanders and the staff at the EMS. Already is, actually. You have a resolution in front of you, too, on a third subject, similar but very different. It's a resolution appointing a medical examiner. I want to quickly read through it because I am asking you to vote on it, and it's not on the agenda. Tennessee Code Annotated provides that a county medical examiner be appointed by the county mayor, subject to confirmation by the county legislative body. Whereas appointments to the position of medical examiner are for a 5-year term with an eligibility for reappointment by the county mayor with confirmation at that time. Whereas the Bradley County mayor nominates Dr. Tyler McCurry to be appointed Bradley County medical examiner, therefore be resolved by the county legislative body of Bradley County meeting in session at Bradley County on the first day of April that Dr. Tyler McCurry is hereby appointed as Bradley Medical Examiner with the duties and powers set forth in Tennessee Code. The term of office shall begin immediately and shall end upon the expiration of 5 years. And if you have any questions, but I respectfully ask that you approve this resolution so that he will be officially appointed.
Commissioner Thompson makes the motion and Commissioner Rogers gave the second. Open for discussion, please.
And I would point out the medical examiner is a part-time position. He basically works with Laura and her staff on questionable deaths and so forth. If an autopsy is needed, he is the one that we have to have on board to order those autopsies. We hope to use him very little, but from time to time we do have to use the services of the medical examiner. So it's an important position that we hope not to use a lot.
There being no further discussion, call the roll, please.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Winters.
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
It's 14 in favor and none opposed.
Thank you.
So an interim EMS director, a new medical director, and a new medical examiner, all in one night. Appreciate that. You also have a general change endorsement from local government insurance pool. No action is needed, but I do request that this be made part of the minutes.
So moved.
If no one has any questions or anything for me, that's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Ledford, please.
Yes. Mayor,
Yes.
did Chief Garen give a reason why he was resigning?
I think he was probably looking for a less stressful job, like a lot of people, greener grass on the other side, but it was very stressful to him, to say the least.
Thank you.
No one else? We'll now move along to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion for approval? The Goins and Bill on the second. Open for discussion, consent agenda. Call the roll, please.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Winters,
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
It's 14 in favor and none opposed.
Thank you. We'll now move to reports from committees and our districts. We'll start on our right with Commissioner Beatty, please.
Everything's doing real well in the first district.
Thank you. Commissioner Hughes.
Mr. Chairman, I have nothing to pass on tonight.
Commissioner Alford.
Same, nothing tonight.
Commissioner Blake.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Today, Finance met, been brought to our attention that the bid for the emergency shelter come in more than what we have appropriated. Today, Finance voted to recommend additional funding up to $150,000 with a contingency that the city matches this amount so that they can continue on. Mr. Chairman, I put this in the form of motion. Thank you.
Second.
Commissioner Slater on the second. Open for discussion.
Let me add a little note here. This will be, this funding will come from ARP funding, just so you know.
Commissioner Thompson.
Is that on the building?
Yeah, over on Wildwood.
Okay. That's above what we already gave.
Yeah, the bids came in that much more than was estimated.
Up to 150.
That's to be matched by the city. Anyone else? Discussion closed. Call the roll, please.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Winters.
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Goins.
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
It's 14 in favor and none opposed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Collins, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have nothing to report tonight.
Commissioner Winters.
No report tonight.
Commissioner Gilbert.
Yes, first of all, I'd like to say I went to the Veterans Court Wednesday. You're talking about an amazing thing. Now, there was a young man over there that graduated, and it was touching to hear his story. The young man went from doing drugs to running away from his wife and children and stuff to getting his kids back and getting his wife back and getting a home. Now, he just signed on a home just the other day. And I mean, this court is one of the best tax dollars spent in Bradley County. And Sandra Donaghy is probably the best judge, I think, in Bradley County. She is so, their symbols, the scales. Her judgment on them guys and the way she presented herself was so equal, it was unreal. To go watch her is if you want to go watch her, it's amazing to watch her work. And I was really impressed on that. And second thing, Mayor, the septic systems, where are we at on them? How many I think back in October we had like 12 or 13 and
There's been no changes. We still have 10 or 12 with the one program and 2 or 3 with the other program.
with the
In
county one?
hindsight, we gave them too long. So
Yeah.
some of them are waiting till the very end to do it.
Okay. Is there any way you can get us a
Yeah.
record of who's?
I didn't have a report since there wasn't any changes. The only reason I didn't mention it, but what he's showing me here now, the RC&D, 89 contracts, 81 are completed, so 9 more. And then on the one that we did in-house, there was 19 contracts and 16 have been completed. And I know of a couple of those that are just waiting since they are allowed to take this more time to
Yes.
save up, I guess you would say, their match or whatever. So we didn't know when we started, and we gave them till the end of 24, I believe.
Yeah, I had talked to one of them, and they said the contractor said, we don't have to have this work done till
Yeah.
December the end of 24.
And that's a mistake in hindsight, but that's the contract that they signed, so not much we can do about it.
Okay. If you could get us a copy of, or I would like a copy of who's
You want to know
left.
the names
The
of the
names of
people?
who's left.
Okay. I assume that's possible. Can we get that
They
from
done it the
RC&D?
last time.
Okay.
If you would, please. Thank you so much. I reckon
But
that's
9
all.
and 3, so there's 12 more.
Right. Thank you. I reckon that's all for me, sir.
Great. Commissioner Thompson, please.
Nothing else from me, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Commissioner Goins?
Fifth District's doing well, except for Inman Street, and it's still a mess. You have to go around down the Third Street and behind where Beatty's
Not only a
hardware
mess,
is.
they had their 3rd accident too, and it was a bad one.
Yeah.
Commissioner Slater?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Education Committee met with the Population Trends Ad Hoc Committee last week and reviewed the population study. Dr. Cash and the Board of Education have a plan to accommodate the growth in our community that will be shared in the next few weeks. We also discussed the Bradley Central High School Science Wing Grant application status. The Board of Education recently submitted a letter to our federal delegation requesting support of the application, and we, the Education Committee, hope the County Commission will follow suit. I place on the April 15th voting session agenda a motion to submit a letter supporting the Bradley Central Science Wing grant application and requesting our delegation to fully support the project. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We'll put that on the agenda. Just remind Laura if you don't mind.
Yes, thank you.
Commissioner Mason, please.
Everything's good in the 6th District. Should have a TDOT litter grant update next week with totals. If you have any, all commissioners, constituents, if you have anything in your district you want cleaned up, just a road or whatever, call me, text me, email me, let me know. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Ledford, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First thing, let's not all forget April the 20th is Relay for Life, and I need money to eat them ice creams. So, and then the next item, Mr. Chairman, I had a petition. I'll give it to Anna from the residents of the Waterville community, not supporting the rezoning of the SPCA building site down there. And I want to put that on the April the 8th minutes, please.
You got that, Anna?
And that's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much.
I have a question, please.
Yes, please.
Does that petition have addresses that can be validated that all of those residents live in the 6th District?
It does not.
So it's just a name, so we don't know where they live?
Exactly right.
Okay,
We
thank
don't.
you.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Rogers, please.
Chairman,
Yes.
he would either need to put it in the minutes tonight or wait till the 15th because they don't take official minutes on the 8th. So I would recommend that we go ahead and put it in the minutes tonight, and then the petition then can be available if anyone wants to.
Yes.
That's fine.
Anna, go ahead and put it in for tonight, please.
We'll do that.
Thank you.
Anything else, sir? Commissioner Rogers, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have nothing to report tonight.
Thank you. We'll now run through unfinished business. I'm not aware of any. So the approval of the agenda, I entertain a motion for Commissioner Hughes, Commissioner Goins on the second. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Winters,
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Alford,
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Goins,
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We'll move along to agenda item A. Commissioner Alford, please. That's you. It's a motion to approve the audit committee recommendation.
Quartermaster.
Do I have a second, please?
Second.
Commissioner Gilbert on the second, open for discussion. There being no discussion, call the roll, please.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Winters,
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Alford,
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Goins,
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
It's 14 in favor and none opposed.
Item B on the agenda, motion to release Sergeant Tom Watson his duty handgun upon his retirement June 30, 24. He's had, if you can see on page 5 of his.
Second.
Commissioner Hughes on the second, open for discussion, please. Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Discussion closed. Call the roll, please.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Winters,
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Alford,
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Goins,
Yes.
Slater. 14 in favor and none opposed.
We'll now move to agenda item C. That would be Commissioner Hughes, please.
Mr. Chairman, this is a motion to approve the Fire Committee and Building and Land Committee's recommendation to take from the table the resolution authorizing the mayor to negotiate into a written agreement with the city of Cleveland to exchange property located at 260 Emmett Street for the city agreeing to construct a fire facility on the property owned by the Bradley County located at 365 Menace Road. This can be seen on pages 6. I put that in form of motion.
Commissioner Winters on the second, open for discussion, please. Commissioner Blake.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Crystal, so this, if, goes through, then it comes back, does this go back to the original motion, or is his new wording? Because he tabled a motion.
I gotta make a substitute motion to,
Discussion on the substance of the motion. So you are voting to take from the table the resolution exactly as written. Should be the right now.
Then we get a substitute motion.
after the.
Once it's on the table, you can put it.
We've got a first, second, we're open for discussion. No discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Winters,
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Yes.
Alford,
Yes.
Cry,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Goins,
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
15 in favor and
We'll now go to agenda item D. Commissioner Hughes, please.
Well, we need to go back to vote on that one as approved after it was untabled.
Yes, now that it's off the table, it is on for discussion and you could do anything with it that you like. So it's as if it was on the agenda and it's on the floor right now. So
All right.
motion, as written, the resolution that was taken from the table is now before you for discussion. You can do anything with it that you would
I
like.
can reword it. The motion as of right now is that
Mayor negotiate.
is authorizing the mayor to negotiate into a written agreement with the city of Cleveland to exchange property located at 260 Emmons Street for the city agreeing to construct a fire facility on property owned by the county located at 365 Menace Road.
Second on Commissioner Winters.
Mr. Chairman, can I make a substitute motion to that?
Yes.
This is one that we had actually voted on during the same fire committee. It is a minor change in it in a few areas. If you'll see the first line, which this was handed out last week, instead of saying negotiating into a written agreement, it says written a proposal. That is also in line, so now let there be resolved. You'll see the date has changed to April 1st. And again, the word written agreement is changed to written proposal. I've also added one other portion that is, be it further resolved that the written proposal must be presented to the Bradley County Commission for final approval. So I put that in for motion.
Okay, second by Commissioner Winters. Open for discussion, please. Yes.
Mr. Mayor, when we talked about that at the meeting, have you got a list of all the requests was made out there, or any request that was made other than what we had? And that's gonna be discussed also. Okay.
I've got a list of things that I will be discussing with them in this agreement/proposal. The end result is you change one word in this resolution from agreement to proposal and added a sentence that it has to come back to you. Well, folks, there's nowhere on here where I'm authorized to sign it, so it always had to come back to you. So you really changed one word, agreement to proposal. Accomplished a lot in 2 weeks.
Is there any other discussion, please? Being no other discussion, call the roll, please.
Mason,
Yes.
Ledford,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Winters.
Yes.
Beatty,
Yes.
Yes.
Alford.
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Gilbert, Thompson, Goins,
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
15 in favor.
Thank you very much. Now we'll move along to agenda item D. Commissioner Hughes.
Mr. Chairman, this is a motion to approve the fire committee recommendation to approve the sale of 2 International 1995 fire engines to Polk County for $15,000 each. So it'll be $30,000 for both of them. This can be seen on pages 7 and 9. This also went through the fire committee and was voted unanimously to approve.
Commissioner Thompson on the second. Open for discussion.
Okay.
Commissioner Blake.
Real quick, why didn't we go through govs.deal like we
I think the way it was explained was we were going to make more money this direction, but the chief is here or the mayor, either one can probably speak on behalf of that.
Thank you. Can you repeat the question?
So when we originally chatted about this, we were going to put the 2 vehicles up on gov.deal, and that did not happen. I was just why we abandoned it.
We went with this. Polk County had came to us actually the day that we were at the Milledgeville, Georgia for the new trucks. They're in pretty bad shape looking for trucks. So they had asked, and that's why I took it to the committee to see if we could do that straight through them. Was why they have asked us to do that.
If I could,
Yes.
the other truck we sold for how much?
The other truck we sold only sold for 10,000 on Gov Deals.
So we've sold one for 10,000. We've got two more. Polk County's in very bad need for some fire trucks. They can't afford $400,000 ones. And so they've offered us 15. So we're probably making 4,000 more by doing it this way. But more importantly, we're helping out a neighboring county, and legally we can do that with another government. So that's the gist of it.
Commissioner Rogers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chief, Polk County is a part of mutual aid and our mutual aid agreements with them. Is that correct?
That is
These
correct.
fire trucks could possibly be used again in Bradley County instead of getting shipped off some faraway land.
Yes, they had told me that one of those would possibly go to Ocoee, and one would go another station, I think, in the mountains. But yeah, absolutely, they're a very strong mutual aid group with us, especially in our eastern 4th district.
Back to Commissioner Blake, please.
I'm good.
You good?
I mean,
Any other discussion? Commissioner Gilbert.
I think I think it's a good thing. It's treating your neighbor as yourself.
Yep.
Good job.
Any other discussion? Call the roll, please.
Yes.
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 Beatty,
Yes.
Yes.
Alford,
Yes.
Fry,
Yes.
Blake,
no.
Collins,
Yes.
Gilbert,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Goen,
Yes.
Slater.
Yes.
Change their vote. 13 in favor, 1 opposed.
Thank you. We'll now move along to communication from the audience. I'll recognize anyone that would like to speak from the audience and allow you 5 minutes. Is there anyone that would like to speak? Yes, please.
Deborah Gleason, 4th District. I have a subject here I hope that you'll consider. On March 30th, 2024, Redacted News reported that the Biden administration has announced that the Department of Homeland Security has selected Tennessee as the next resettlement state for illegal immigrants. In fact, the DHS has sent letters to the mayors of Tennessee cities letting them know to get ready and get prepared. Illegal immigrants will be settled in Tennessee. State Representative Andy Ogle stated that it is troubling that someone can come to this country and name Nashville as their preferred destination, and we aren't finding out about this for months later. Representative Ogle had called the DHS to ask a series of questions, including information on the number and how the illegal immigrants will be tracked and if they have prior convictions. DHS didn't have any good answers to those questions. The illegals will be required to check in with ICE. However, some asylum judges may be giving them a minimum of 6 years before their cases are heard. Nowhere in the U.S. Constitution, under Article 1, Section 8, is power given to the federal government to mandate that a state be required to accept and house and maintain the invasion of illegal immigrants. We, the people, are expecting our county commissioners to submit a resolution for the nullification of federal overreach in this matter. We are assuming that you took an oath that you would support the Constitution of Tennessee and the United States, not the government of the United States, but the people who elected you. This action by the Biden administration is tyranny. It is unconstitutional, and it must stop. Thank you.
Very much. We'll, the work session will be next week, and if there is a commissioner that would like to put that on the work session agenda, we can entertain it at that time. Is there anyone else that would care to speak, please? Yes, sir. Your name and all, sir.
and they play their loud music at night. It's one thing after another. But it's every day, not past 4 years. Have to work day. Wait, let them. It's four-wheeler. They cut out the lights like at 10, 11 o'clock at night and just kept on for like an hour.
And they post on Facebook that it's all funny that they do.
They usually try to look at us like this way to see we're home and watch this. They say it's at home. Back
What's the address? Your address? What?
Yes.
No bad.
And also, we got a 10-year-old. He's sitting there. We put him to bed at 8:30, and I've gone over there at 9:30. He's out there just revving it for like an hour, and I was like, please, my son's got to go to school the next day. More things they're doing than drinking. They're just they don't care. They're just sitting here. It does not stop. And Friday night, they did it at 11:30. Saturday night, knowing we had to go to church Sunday morning for Easter, he did it at 11:30 that night or something. And then we can go outside. That starts around like 8:30 or something.
Mr. Thompson, please.
Sir, I know what you're talking about. I've had the same problem sometimes. Of course, the law, we don't have ordinance in Bradley County, a noise ordinance. And the law will come out sometimes and they'll go to them and say, we'd like to stop by 11 o'clock or by these people going to bed and all this stuff, you know. But I do have a problem with that. I know in the city they have ordinances. And county attorney might answer this, but we have nothing like that in Bradley County. And I don't even know if we can have anything like that in Bradley County. We should be able to. I'd like to see it happen, but I don't know.
And now Saturday, my daughter, she was, we try to sell it. Everybody's like, you need to leave, and it's hard. I grew up there since I was 8 years old and everything. And then the house we built there is something that took years to build what we have. And then just,
Well, we're trying to house. Like we left for
he's out there wrecking it when people,
Commissioner, I would like to recognize the county attorney who would like to speak.
But, and I have spoken, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but I have spoken with him. We do not have a noise ordinance, but law enforcement can certainly be called. The problem is if it's a misdemeanor, which most
now, we have, called the cops one night, they was playing loud music, and the third cop, I kept calling and calling and calling, and the third cop that came out there, they said that drive off the property, they can back up. We don't see a problem, not call it.
Well, you mentioned the officer, county officer's name was David Denton.
The brother.
That's the brother of.
They call themselves the burnout.
Police officers come, he says, oh, I have on a video where the police officer's out there, and he's like, oh, my brother's David, and they all start laughing. He's like, I know all y'all, and so then nothing's done. I mean, Rob even went to the but they said, cool. We've offered like driveways or shit.
Commissioner Winters, please.
Could we be the complainants? We've seen the video. We see what's there. We can't do that. I mean, was there an altercation that caused this?
Well, it started 15 years ago or something, but we put up with it and everything. But 4 years ago, I was talking to my own business. I was talking to 3 customers, and he did it for a whole hour. And I went over there and I was like, please cut it out. So I said, that's fine, I'll call the law. So I came over, and when I called the cops or something like that, that's when.
Jeez.
And it has been an everyday process. 3 days before Thanksgiving, when it started, he bought the truck. We have put up with it daily.
You need to speak again. Commissioner Hughes.
I do believe the county attorney gave you the best advice that I've heard yet, and that was to go to the county or district attorney. District attorney's office will definitely help you. I would suggest bringing those videos and recording as much as you could from here to there. You can actually go to the 911 center and get a report of every time you've called also, and take that with you also. That will help you immensely with the private prosecution side of it.
I by chance know the officer, David Denton. He's a relative of my wife's. He's not biologically the brother now, right? He's just a stepbrother. Commissioner Alford, would you mind bringing that up with the sheriff? Thank you. Commissioner Mason, do you have anything to add?
I've talked to the harnesses before, and we've sent some traffic guys out there too in the past, try to get it stopped and relieved.
Ms. Gleason?
They just, like you heard on the, they say they live in the county, they can do whatever they want.
Well, I think the truck also is not street legal and everything because I had friends worked on cars years ago, and I think she's got the straight pops.
Commissioner Rogers, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Freiberg, could I try to understand why the county does not have noise ordinances? Is that? Thank you.
Commissioner Goins?
I mean,
We've got big, huge fans, and I mean, you still hear,
Son here, right here.
Commissioner Ledford, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Crystal, number one, let me ask you this. It sounds like this is a vendetta that these folks have, and after this, I'll ask you their names, but I'm not going to do it now. But Crystal, if one of us goes down there and hears this, will that make any difference? Mm-hmm. Would you consider it being appropriate if I'm not bringing nobody else in, if I went down there and heard this go on? I'm sorry, this will not be pretty. It would not be pretty. If you deliberately just and curse y'all.
well, it was his mother that he was cussing out, and he was, and she's 70 years old.
Lord's going to have to help me find restraint.
Other neighbor.
And he's the one that called.
I asked him to apologize.
So I guess that's all. So I'll get Williams after the meeting. Thank you.
Mr. Hughes, please.
Mr. Chairman, if they would like, I'll be happy to assist them in meeting with the DA and also with the private prosecution side of it. If you'll just, I'll voluntarily help you on that side of it, fill out the paperwork. I cannot do the charges myself. I want you to understand that, but I will assist you in that process.
And just not our kids, I mean us. exhausted, trying to notice,
Mhm.
trying to wake up more tired all day or like, oh, I'll get sleep next night or something.
Terrible. Yeah. Just, I think you've got my phone number. Just give me a call and I'll meet you where we need to meet at. Go from there. Welcome.
Anyone else, please?
Can I follow up on the question?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Why is it not possible for a county to build be a part of a Powers Act? Obviously, there's private property rights. I get that part. When this kind of But what does Powers Act cover? Just briefly. Like dogs running all around. And neighbors cursing out a neighbor across the street. As we become more and more suburban, we have to do something. Because these are kind people right here. I mean, there's some folks, and you can handle yourself. You restrained yourself. You got your son over here having to do that. You got another son that's crying at night. So, I mean, if this kind of stuff continues, then that's maybe something we need to look at. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Anyone else? You all have anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I also heard in the about
But I mean, if they could just pass something where it's like 10 o'clock at night, you can, make noise.
So we have
We'll look into it. Commissioner Hughes will help you with the DA, and she's a very fine person, and I think she'll try to assist you as can be done. And I will speak to the family of Officer Denton. He's not that type of person, to my knowledge. I think
That's what the police officers because we went to and we talked to Lieutenant Stone, and he said that he's a real good guy, but they said that the brother.
Yeah.
But then also the brother fought a lot. I just hope
We're telling them how to get away with
every
stuff.
time they tell the law, the brother.
But thank you very much we appreciate very much your coming in. Is there anyone else that would like to speak? There being no one else that would like to address the commission, the upcoming events, Bradley County Schools Roadshow tomorrow at 9 a.m., Walker Valley High School. The Carrying Place ribbon cutting, April the 4th at 4 p.m., 2400 Bower Lane Southeast. That's over by the Justice Center. Juvenile Committee, April the 5th at 11 a.m. at the Juvenile Center in the courtroom. Hot Slaw and Art U-All Festival, April the 6th, noon to 8 p.m. downtown. Farmers on First, April the 7th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., First Street Square. We